Recently, I volunteered at an elementary school working with children from 1st grade to 5th grade. I noticed that these kids were bigger in stature than I had remembered from when I was in elementary school. These kids were taller and heavier, most of them being overweight, and not just overweight, having problems walking and performing normal daily activities. This trend was correctly termed as obesity. It's the accumulation of excess body fat. Obesity has many causes, and usually multiple causes are pertain to one single outbreak. As there are many causes, there are also many preventions that should be enforced. We'll first look at the causes. The causes mainly center around an imbalance of energy intake and energy output, which basically means you are consuming more calories than your body is actually working off. The main cause of obesity, and the one that I think is the most important, is your family and home surrounding and the influences you see at home. If at home your family influences you to eat and sit and watch TV, then that's what you're going to do in your own lifestyle. If you're influenced to have an active lifestyle and stay active, then you are going to be a healthy person overall and are less likely to become obese. Another cause is just having an unhealthy lifestyle in general, being very sedentary and not being physically active at all. There are also causes that have to do with heredity and medical conditions, but mainly, instead of medical conditions causing obesity, it's obesity causing the medical conditions. As we've looked at the causes, every cause is always followed by an effect. And some of the effects, to me, I've seen just negative body image, negative stereotyping. As a society, we view obesity very negatively, and as a gymnastics instructor, I see different kids every day, and they all look different, they all have different physical attributes, and I find myself unconsciously judging these kids. Am I going to be able to lift that child when we get to a specific event, or are these kids actually going to be able to do what I have planned for them to do today? And that's just because I've grown up in this society where we view everything body-related very negatively. One of the main effects is just emotional problems. You have negative self-esteem and just a negative body image overall. Another area is the physical problems. So most cases, severe obesity are going to cause multiple heart problems, multiple cardiovascular problems. Also, there's the social side of it. These kids are going to be stereotyped, they're going to be teased, they're going to be bullied, and they're being discriminated. And that's mostly happening in a school setting, which is why school is a very important aspect of preventing obesity and is very important in causing obesity. We discussed the cause and effect, but we need to discuss the preventions. And as the preventions are used, we need to stop this epidemic from tearing down America's youth. If a child doesn't become obese in their younger years, they're far less likely to become obese as an adult. Every aspect of life must be considered in the prevention process, or it's not going to work. Your school life needs to be involved, your home life needs to be involved, and your outside activity life needs to be involved. In the school system, schools need to let PE be one of the main focuses and not just let PE be an elective. It needs to be a main part of the school day. At home, your parents and siblings need to show a healthy lifestyle and therefore influence the children into having healthy lifestyles. Your outside activities, kids need to be involved in multiple outside activities, not just ones that the school provides. If a child is involved in an outside activity, then they are building relationships with friends who are also influencing them on becoming active and are helping them along in the process of staying active and staying healthy. As the goal should be prevention, we also must discuss the treatment. There are two main treatments. There are surgical treatments which involve banding of the stomach and making the stomach smaller so you get fuller faster, but there are lots of counseling that needs to be done in that area, because if you don't know exactly what you're in for, you can ruin the whole procedure and then it just wouldn't have been worth it. The main treatment for this issue is being in a weight loss program, but it involves determination, and many people get discouraged right away when they first enter this weight loss program. If they don't see benefits or effects right away, then they're not going to try anymore and they're going to just quit. So, as we discussed all areas of obesity, and I think prevention is the most important part of this epidemic, and if we can prevent it, then we can keep America's youth healthy and therefore have a healthy future for America. Thank you.